Christ is going back into the world, and I can't figure it out. I mean, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go after you heard this truth?
I've got a question. I don't think you know. If you leave this truth, where can you go? 'Cause there ain't nothing out there. Oh, there ain't nothing out there. Oh no. See, you can run, but you can't hide. 'Cause what you're looking for, you'll never find. 'Cause there ain't nothing out there. Oh, there ain't nothing out there. Oh no. You can love all day, all night. Yes, you can. Around the world 3 times just to find. There ain't nothing out there. Nothing out there for you. Oh no. So what you gonna do? Ain't nothing out there for you. Oh, ain't it funny how things work out? I never thought I'd be here, 'cause I was so caught out. But there ain't nothing out there. Oh, yeah. There ain't nothing out there. Oh, no. I remember like it was yesterday. You couldn't tell me nothing. Living in a kind of way, but there ain't nothing out there. There ain't nothing out there. Oh no. You can look all day, all night. Travel around the world 3 times, but there ain't nothing out there. So there ain't nothing out there, yeah. Whoa, when I think about it, the life I used to live, and all the things I did, I didn't care about nobody. I was too busy thinking about me. It's a miracle that it let me live. Don't you know I tried? Nothing seems to work. And money, cars, clothes, and jewels. Listen, y'all, there ain't nothing out there that you need, yeah. Oh, you got the Most High and His Son, and that's all you need. You can look all day, all night, but you'll never find 3 times just to find anything that will suffice. Oh no, ain't nothing out there for you. So what you gonna do? Ain't nothing out there for you. Oh no.
Come on, y'all, rock with me. Israel, be strong. Don't lose what you got. It's too close to quit now. Just hold on. Ain't nothing out there.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Zion.
How y'all doing today? Our Sabbath is about to end. Probably about, I guess about 35, 40 minutes, something like that. But, hey, it's been a lot going on. We got a lot to cover. It's just madness out here, y'all. But we got old girl, you know, she controlling everything this week. You know, this her show, so you know, she in the big dog chair. Let y'all know if y'all see me in the kitty seat or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
It's Shalom, Zion. And for the record, I just want to say that I wasn't trying to sit in the big dog chair.
I know, I'm just playing with you or whatever.
I just want to put that out there, but I needed to be closer to the controls, though. That's the only reason why.
Okay, give me my other phone over there. Shalom, Linzel. Linzel said I'm going to have to make plans to visit y'all before y'all get out of the
Okay.
of Babylon. That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. That would be great.
Hey, man, you know, we'll try to make that happen with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, assist you on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that'll be what's up though.
Where
you
is
know?
he?
I keep forgetting.
You in Florida?
No, I don't think he in Florida. He in hold on. Hey, where you at, Lindsay again, man? My bad, man. Put it in the chat where you at again, man. I think it's in where is it at? Yeah, but we've been I've been talking to my buddy you know, in Africa or whatnot. You know, we getting things planned and situated or whatnot. But it's a lot going on, man. Georgia, that's what it is. Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, but it's a lot going on, man. I know y'all done heard the situation with Putin, with him telling, no, you know what? He's supposed to say we already in World War III.
Yeah, we gonna touch on that. But yeah,
We're gonna touch it. We got a lot of stuff to touch on today, you know. But man, it's like our people, you know, not even talking about this stuff. I wonder why people is not talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Is it that much of a distraction out here?
yes.
To, you know what I'm saying? Have us not talking about what we really need to be talking about?
Bread and circus.
Yeah, and it's like, man, what's really going on, man? It's like, man, either people don't want to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, or people too caught up into, you know, the distractions or whatnot, shit that's not important, you know. And it's like, man, we got to like really, you know, be speaking on this stuff, man.
I think people are afraid, and so in their mind, if they don't acknowledge it, then it's not real.
Right.
I think a lot of people are afraid, though.
All right, Lindsay
future.
said Putin actually identified us as enemies. I remember that too. Good that you brought that up, man, because
America?
I seen that. Yeah, America. Yeah, they said that it's been a while, or I guess this is the first time that Putin has, you know, acknowledged America as their enemies.
I mean, if you give somebody I'm beefing with a weapon
That's
to
what I'm
use
saying.
in our fight,
And I've made videos, you know what I'm saying? We've talked about this as far as America giving Ukraine weapons, you know what I'm saying, to fight Russia. And it's like, man, if my neighbor giving my enemy across the street weapons to fight me, man, y'all got to get to business.
then you an enemy too now.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're right. Drunk off the wine of Babylon. We're going to get into all of that. It's a little different running the show. I guess I kind of underestimate you. You setting the show up here. I'm used to just ad-libbing. I'm used to being KC, just, ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
see, it's a lot, huh? It's a lot.
But
You know?
that's all right. We're going to get through it. So, I don't know where y'all want to start, though. That's my only thing. Where do we start? Because I got a few different clips.
Hold on, let me shout out
Okay.
Araya.
Shalom.
Shalom,
Mariah.
Araya. Shalom, brother. Glad to see you here.
Yeah, we rested this Sabbath. We both got overdue naps. Them kids was wearing us out.
Yeah.
You was about to start dropping bees on people, so
Yeah.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Hey, but you want to get your
yeah. I was about to
plug
say
in?
next time. Yep. Because I want to
Plug
hear
you
it
up.
too.
We got to plug old girl up. She
So I don't
tripping
miss
right now.
nothing. What? Here, take this and then I'll get it from over there.
Take that. Huh?
For your little gaming setup, you was over here gaming last night, huh?
Yeah, I got to make Araya
Wrench
gotta give
him
him
up.
a wrench.
Wrench him up.
Yeah, I got to give him a wrench.
All right, but while he plugged the headset in, so let's get into it, y'all. We got a few different topics that we're going to go over today. So we want to try to get through everything. So let's go ahead and just get started. I don't quite know where to start, but we just going to start. All right, let's start. Ooh, no, I can't hear myself. I gotta wait because I can't hear myself. That feedback gonna drive me crazy.
See, I do that one ear thing.
I just can't take hearing myself as I'm talking. It throw me off. I'm gonna start talking slow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's start with this pink booty here. Now, this is a racist pink booty bastard that we are familiar with. His name is Pinball Preparedness. He's one of them prepper types, but he also has eyes to see what's happening with this nation. You know, he bleed red, white, and blue. He about to drop hella facts, y'all. So we're going to let it play, and we're going to be back and forth. We're going to stop and break it down because he is about to just straight shooter, just tell you what time it is. And some of it's a little startling, to be honest with you. Some of the things he say hit close to home, and we're going to stop and we're going to talk about it. All right, here we go.
Good morning, gang. Happy Friday morning. All right, well, y'all know this. 90% of what happens in the world, we never know about, okay? I mean, what Washington or the Pentagon or anybody tells us, you know, is just what they want to know. I mean, hell, more than half the murders in the United States never get reported because, they don't fit the narrative, right? You know, but oh my God, this one's perfect. We can talk about how racist Whitey is. Get all those, right? But, you know, any of the other ones, forget it. If we only know 10% of what's going on, the 10% that's going on right now that is reported should worry the crap out of us, all right?
No.
Okay, we're not done with him, but I want to add this to it. Listen to this.
What is the thing that keeps you up at night now, or what is your biggest fear now after having overcome so many?
There's such a thing as knowing too much. And when you've been married to the president of the United States who knows everything about everything in the world, sometimes you just want to turn it off.
You know too much.
Right. It's like, I don't want to know what was in that folder that you just got that made you quiet. You know, I don't want to know why the security just pulled you over. I mean, it could be any range of things that comes across the desk of the leader of the free world, right? So I know a lot about what's going on, and what keeps me up are the things that I know. The war in the region, in too many regions. What is AI going to do for us? The environment, you know, are we moving at all fast enough? What are we doing about education? Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting? Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, those are the things that keep me up because you don't have control over them.
Wow.
Okay, now y'all heard what the pink booty said. Then we heard what Mrs. Obama, we just gonna stick with that for now. What Mrs. Obama said. The things that keep you up at night because of what you know. And the scriptures even say that when you increase knowledge and when you increase wisdom, you increase sorrow.
Exactly.
Okay? So that's Bible right there. But let's get back to the pink booty.
If you start combing through information on the internet, thank God for the internet, because otherwise we'd all be completely in the dark, because God knows the media wouldn't tell us anything, okay? You might not know how much closer we are getting to World War III. Yeah, I'm serious, okay? Let's look at what was reported overnight, all right? Let's start with this one. Russian warships are coming to the Caribbean next week. Supposedly, they will not be nuclear armed, but they're making trips to apparently Cuba and Venezuela. Yeah, okay. If they're bringing ships, my guess is there's going to be submarines along with, which have a tendency to have missiles on them. Okay. Speculating. Just knowing a little bit about strategy, yeah. Because when you're sailing in or around hostile waters, you are going to protect whatever you got. I don't know, does the Cuban Missile Crisis ring a bell to anybody? Just saying. Why?
All right, let's talk about that. We ain't done, but let's talk about it. Okay, we got a question. So they
Hold
aren't.
on. Let me shout out to brother Huey. We ain't seen you in a minute, Huey. What's going
up,
on
brother
with you?
Huey?
Let me read this other comment. Lindsay says, so they aren't reporting black crime. No, they ain't, man. You know they ain't. That's the last thing.
It was very interesting, and that's why I stopped him and played Michelle Obama, just to show all of this is like we all notice, just to hear somebody else that we don't have no affiliation with say it.
Right. Facts.
There is so much that go on that's not reported that we don't know about. And a little bit that we do hear about is kind of scary if you just think about it. But moving on to where he's at right now. I don't know if y'all seen the headlines, but Russia is moving some type of military equipment. We'll just call it that.
Right, and he said, that they said they didn't have no missiles on the ships or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know that.
We don't know what's on them ships.
Right, exactly. We don't know what's on them ships. You know what I'm saying? And they got to be bringing some type of equipment, you know what I'm saying, to prepare themselves of the evidence as far as, you know what I'm saying, them striking America, man. Come on, man. If we all know, you know what I'm saying, that America is, it got a big, X marked the spot on it. You know what I'm saying? The bullseye. Right.
And I want to add this. BRICS. BRICS. I want to add the fact that he mentioned the Caribbean, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, plus more countries. So if we cool and we have an alliance, meaning Russia and the Caribbean, parts of the Caribbean, I'm assuming Brazil, where they taking this stuff to, like somebody said, Brazil is how many hundreds of miles from America?
The last time I checked, it was 90 miles, something like that, from Florida or whatnot.
Okay.
90 miles. 90 miles was.
Yep.
Hold on, let me put that up. Lindsay said, "Ain't no way them folks coming all this way without being strapped with nukes." Exactly right,
yes,
man.
Sir. That's
exactly.
that's what I'm saying. When I seen the article, then when he played this heathen this morning, I'm like, well, I'll be damned.
The spirit is all around us, huh?
Everything is lining up because, like you said, why are they bringing this equipment? Okay, we about to do a drill, an exercise, whatever. First of all, what are we practicing for? We practicing for the real deal.
Right, exactly, right.
Furthermore, BRICS. Brazil is in BRICS with Russia. They are their own new age NATO, if you will.
Right.
The new alliance.
Right.
But we can keep going.
But hold on, though. Huey said that, it's less than 100 miles. Exactly right. I just read it today, man. I just read it to old girl today.
Wow.
You know?
Oh, I need to switch.
Switch what?
Let me have the small ones.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my head bigger than yours, so I need the small. Them a little tight. Them ain't broke in yet. All right, let's get back to the heathen.
Sudden, are we going to have a naval flotilla practically off the coast of Florida for a while? I don't know. Could something be up? Okay. Well, let's talk about the other part. All of a sudden, on, what was it, the 4th, Tuesday and yesterday, the U.S. test fired 2 unarmed, just give you this, Minuteman III missiles. Fired them from California, landed 4,200 miles away in the Marshall Islands. Okay. No, they weren't armed. We're not nuking the Marshall Islands. But why are we test firing these missiles all of a sudden? There have been many, 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 many times that we have canceled any sort of test firing in the last couple of years because of current tensions with Russia. And all of a sudden in the last couple of days, we did test fire 2 missiles.
All right, real quick, let's talk about that. You got some points?
I mean, just, why the hell is America testing missiles all of a sudden? America is spreading itself. Well, America been spreading itself thin. Being in this country, being in that country, in that country, in that country, or whatnot. Trying to protect these people, trying to protect these countries, trying to protect them or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? China gonna go into Taiwan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just evident. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We know that. And I mean, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? We know that Putin and what's my man, the president for China or whatever,
Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping, right? We know that they collaborating, to strategize what they gonna do,
right?
And when they gonna do it.
When they had their little summits and,
right.
and they phone calls and conversations that, like they said, we don't know half of what really goes down here. And you know what they call you? A conspiracy theorist.
Exactly, right.
Because you be like, it's more stuff that go on, I think, outside of the box. But I want to say this, when he was saying about them testing they missiles. Ain't no different than a gun owner, right? You clean your gun periodically, don't you? I know, because you got a cleaning kit.
And you shoot that mug off sometimes, too.
And you go shoot it off sometimes.
Make sure it's going to shoot.
Finger at the ready. So that's how I had to make it to understand, like, well, wait a minute. He got a point, because if I carry my stuff with me, because I don't know if something going to happen or not, I'm going to clean it periodically. I'm going to make sure everything is everything. Because something may go off. I ain't doing it for no reason. I may not want to use it, like Vladimir Putin said. He don't want to go nuclear. But if you keep poking at the bear, what's gonna happen? They ain't got no choice but to protect their own.
And they poking at the bear, man. They just keep fucking with that man. You know what I'm saying? But we know that the Most High is he the king of spirits. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He controlling these kings. And their spirit or whatnot to do his will, and we know his will is to destroy America.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing ain't nothing nobody can do about it. You can't pray about it. You can't fast about it. You can't do nothing about it. You got these people all pray for America and all this stuff and pray that we don't go to war and all. You can pray all you want to until your breath, to your last breath, but it's gonna happen.
I'm thinking about that song lyric. Beat them to dust and powder. Crawl on your belly like a serpent, coward. All right, let's get back to it.
Let's see what they do. Start doing the math. How far what's 4,200 miles away? Okay? Just say it. Germany. This is a big one. A lady by the name of Marie Agnes Strack-Zimmermann, who is the chair of the Bundestag Defense Committee, has called for the immediate induction of 900,000 German reservists to active duty because of the threat from Russia. Russia has come out and said that the Russian Federation will retaliate against the United States for any destruction, any attack on Russia with U.S. weapons. Mind you this, Joe said earlier this week that Ukraine was now free to use U.S.-made weapons to attack Russia.
Gotta stop it there, boss.
900,000 reserve men to active duty?
You might as well say 1 million.
Exactly, right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people our people was not paying attention to this.
Oh,
Our
no.
people was not watching this, man.
The new Jordans just came out. What you talking about?
Man, oh man.
I gotta get on FanDuel and get my lineup with my picks. Who gonna win in the damn playoffs?
Right. And then, they said that Russia letting them know. They, USA, America, KKK, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the business. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, y'all going to get the business. Because we already know. We familiar with y'all tactics and all that stuff.
The thing that he said, the two things that he just said, 900,000, we just gonna say a cool million men, a million Germans have been told, y'all ain't on reserve no more. Go suit up and boot up. Keep your pistol at the ready. It's time. They got the call. It's time.
Right.
Okay. Then on top of that, you got gosh, what was the other part? Oh, Ukraine, because they telling the world this is Ukraine and Russia war, right? That's what the world thinks.
Right.
Remember,
right.
pray for Ukraine.
Right.
But what America went and did is gave Ukraine some weapons on the low. Well, I can't even say on the low now because it's public knowledge. Here, y'all use these against Russia. Here, Russia, take these. But we gonna send them through Ukraine. So, I mean, it's even reports that it's actually American troops over there fighting. But we're gonna stick to what this is saying. Can you imagine if you fighting with my husband? This is actually scripture in the Old Testament. If my husband fighting with a man and I jump in and try to kick you in the balls and weaken you to give my husband the upper hand, did you get your hand cut off or something?
Something like
it's some kind of penalty in the Old Testament for that. Just to help us relate to, just think about it. You in a one-on-one fight, allegedly, and then somebody come bust you in the back of your head.
Right.
Let's keep it moving.
I want you to think about this. We have said many times that Joe wants a war because then he can put us in martial law and cancel the elections. You all know, many of you have said it, we're not going to have elections. You all know, I have a feeling that we are going to see them canceled. You all know Joe is dying for a war. He's been begging for one. It's why he's so intent on supporting Ukraine. He needs a war. Why he's playing both sides against the middle in the Middle East. He needs a war. Joe wants the Democrat Party, because Joe ain't the one pulling the strings, okay? They want a war. Not a civil war, not a race war, not something domestically. They want a world war. Now, I talked about yesterday about the Daigle Report. And I want you to think about what happens if we go to war. Just simply put, what's going to happen. And I'm not talking about will your kids, will your grandkids get drafted and sent off to the meat grinder? Okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when all of a sudden you're sitting on the front porch having a cup of coffee and all of a sudden a missile goes streaking overhead. I'm talking about when you turn on the news when you get up in the morning and there's troops that are in a fight in the halls of Congress, or they've taken over the White House or Wall Street. What is your plan? What are you going to do? Chances are, like me, a lot of you will have some advanced notice of what's going on. I mean, unless you live in Washington, D.C., or Minot, North Dakota, or, somewhere that is going to be a first strike area, you're going to have a little bit of notice. What are you going to do in those first hours?
All right, y'all, let's talk about this. Lindsay, can you break that down a little bit more? We're not exactly sure what you meant by that. In the meantime, while we wait on your comment, you want to...
I mean, just, old girl, she was saying that, the stuff that he was talking about is like the shit that we see in the movie.
Yeah, when he was like, troops come and take over the White
White
House.
House and all that stuff. Right. We done seen that in the movie 100 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We done seen that a lot. You know, but he said something about, you know, people getting noticed. You know, as far as them letting us know what's about to go down. Now, we done drew up all kind of scenarios and whatnot, you know, before we started the live. As far as, you know, just think of the wars that they didn't have, you know, in Ukraine, in Gaza, and these other places or whatnot. They tend to warn the people, y'all get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? The people who doing the strikes or whatnot. And then we all know that they labeled as refugees. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it goes back to what we was talking. I think it was last Shabbat, where we were saying, you know, we think that our people gonna get up out of here some type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be warnings. You know, like, I mean, it's you know, we didn't seen it in the past. We didn't seen it in the past happen. You know what I'm saying? But we feel like these caterpillars or whatnot, they're gonna destroy this place. They're gonna bring this place to its knees. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of chaos and all that stuff, but then it's gonna be a point in time where, you know, okay, y'all gotta leave. We about to bomb this bug. We about to send missiles over. We about to do a strike. You know what I'm saying? But America got to get brought to her knees though. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna be.
So burn Babylon, burn till it's up in flames. All your riches, all your power done in 1 hour.
Done in 1 hour, right? So
Thus saith the Lord.
you know, it's you know, okay. But Linzel said when y'all said have your own gun cleaner, I said have it sighted into had a sight.
Yeah, I had
Adjust them sights up.
I read it while you was talking. Okay, we with you.
Adjust them beams up. I get it. Okay.
But exactly. So yeah, it's just interesting to hear like this type of conversation, but not everywhere all the time. You know, it's almost like you have to seek this information out because this is not what's being pushed. They pushing Dancing with the Stars, P. Diddy and all his problems, whether he taking stuff and all of that. So it's just like, just to hear these war scenarios, you know, we haven't lived during a war before.
No.
A war here.
Right.
We always look on the TV and be like, dang, that's messed up. Dang, they bombing hospitals. They bombing kids over there. They refugees. They fleeing. They immigrants now. The Red Cross is airdropping, airlifting food and stuff over there. And can they get it? They say they can't get water. But thus saith the Lord in Revelation 18, in the book of Obadiah, these things are going to happen here. And I paused him right at, what was the question he posed? What are you going to do?
Right.
Now, we believe that as a repentant Israelite, that the Most High, and this is where I believe the chariots come into place. The Most High is going to make a way of escape for people because we've seen, you touched on this. We've seen it in previous wars. When things is at the point of no return, they get the civilians out. We saw it in Ukraine. So we believe that that's going to be the time for the chariots. We could be wrong. But we just believe that's going to be your chariot, some kind of other country, let's just say, that's going to open its borders.
Right.
Okay, you can come here. This will be a place of refuge. We
They
see
got
it in
planes,
Syria.
you know what I'm saying?
Boats,
with a boat or
planes.
whatever.
We're going to
Right.
get people, just like in Ukraine, they had, was it trains and then planes where they was
Right.
taking people out? I remember
Yeah.
they made the black people wait.
Yeah.
Them African students that was in Ukraine, they had to do the Rosa Parks and go to the back and wait first. Them first seats was for white folks, okay? The first tickets up out of the war zone area. But that's our point. We like he said, there's going to be some kind of notice. What are you going to do? Because some of our people, they going to go down with the ship. They love America. They can't fathom going to dusty Africa or dusty Mexico or somewhere like that. They feel like they gonna stay here. So first of all, let me slow down. Some people don't even believe this.
That's what I was just about to say too. As far as it's a lot of people out there that don't believe that America can be touched. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe that missiles can fly over here and tear some shit up. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe this. I remember I was when I was at work, and I always talked about it to my coworker, and like, yeah, they gonna tear this motherfucker up. No, they can't. They don't have missiles that shoot that far and all that stuff. And then probably like about 4 years after that, when I was, done with that job and everything, it hit me. I was like, Venezuela. South America. That's how they gonna get their ass. That's how they gonna get them.
Because those countries are part of the BRICS alliance.
Exactly. Facts.
So if I'm a country that's real close to America and I have linked up or become an ally with America's enemy who's hundreds of thousands of miles away, all they got to do is have some kind of drill exercise this weekend and sneak weapons into my country and have them on deck.
Man,
they're on standby now.
Man,
that's happening this week as we speak.
Right, exactly, right.
It's in the news.
Right. Let me get this scripture that Lindsay got. This is 2 Ezra 16:40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Facts. We've been talking about, man. Look, Lindsay.
I knew he was gonna get hyped,
man. Cause we've been talking about that.
We've been talking about that.
As far as us being pilgrims and whatnot.
We've been going over scripture, y'all, and we've been thinking about being uncomfortable.
Man,
nobody wants to be uncomfortable, especially if you're from America, Europe, or you live in a third world country, but you got some money. We are used to comfort, no matter how hood or you may have been brought up or how you live, you still comfortable compared to some other third world countries, or you know how to get comfortable, right? So being a pilgrim can be uncomfortable because you got to pick up and move, and sometimes you may not have a lot of notice. Sometimes you may have to go to another area where you don't want to be. You don't like the climate, but the scriptures say if you persecuted in one city, flee to the next. And that brings about you being a pilgrim.
Wow, so, that's crazy though. You in the spirit, like, man, you in the spirit, Lindsay.
It's just gonna come a point in time where people are gonna have to be pilgrims. We keep using Ukraine because that's going on right now, right? And we was all sitting back looking at our TV, quiet, with our mouth open, like, dang, what? Right. What's going on? Because Russia feel like Ukraine is my border, is my territory. We was once one people, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. A nation divided can't stand. And they like, who is y'all, America, to come support them and say we basically on some dictatorship towards Ukraine, kinda, and y'all got y'all nerve for speaking because look what y'all do to people in y'all own country.
Right.
That's quote unquote citizens.
Right. And he this was back a little while when he touched on as far as how he done the slaves or whatnot, the black people or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And so America, is still in the process of having her dress lifted up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they can see, they can see her shame or whatnot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, it's this.
It's going down.
It is. It's going down.
Yeah, Arnold.
But let's go. Let's get back to
all right, let's finish up.
Rallying the troops, getting family home is probably the number one thing. But what's your plan after that? Sure, you'll have weapons at the ready, but if we get attacked by a foreign adversary, our semi-automatic modern sporting rifles aren't going to be a whole lot of match to potentially armored vehicles and specialized troops. Okay. What if it's an EMP and everything goes down? Most of us are probably relatively prepared for that. Okay. Fortunately, having food, having water, doing the basics, we've got that taken care of. We'll be one of the ones that make it through the first year. as long as you can fight off all the bad guys who didn't do anything and they decide they want your food, your house, your water, whatever, and you're going to have to fight back for them. But chances are starvation won't be the reason that we die. Do you have your medicines ready? Do you have a stockpile, especially if you were on life-saving medicine? Okay, again, we go back to 1 second after and John Matheson's daughter and diabetes. Okay, do you have some sort of refrigeration? Do you have some sort of excess stockpile of insulin or whatever other medicine you need? Because when that runs out, those people are gone. Okay. What's your plan? I've talked about here recently about going through the neighborhood and seeing who's flying a Trump flag, who's flying a Biden flag. Those are the people you're going to want to get to know. You should have a at least mental list, if not a written list, because if something happens to you, maybe your wife, your kids, whatever, don't know what you know, your husband, okay? Maybe a written list of who's potentially friend and who's potentially foe. Because all of a sudden, you're going to have to coordinate with those people quickly. Have you given thought to this? Storing food, growing our food, having bandages and, a first aid kit, that's a good start.
Okay, I want to touch on Uriah, where he said, Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So, you in the spirit of Uriah, you know what I'm saying? You already know what I was talking about as far as when I was saying the skirt being lifted up and America having that shame or whatnot. Linzel said it's not a coincidence that they just released that Civil War movie. Right, exactly. And I ain't even seen it. Now we got to watch that movie. The Civil War. They was like promoting that movie when the first movie came out, the one we watched, where they attacked America, you know what I'm saying? With the black dude, well, with the brother or whatnot, and then the white people.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot.
I know the movie you're talking about.
Right, but yeah, that Civil War movie or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I want to watch that though. I want to make sure
That's the name of it, Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to say two things. One, this is a racist pink booty bastard. Don't be fooled, okay? And I wanna say this, y'all. He's basically telling people that war is coming and basically telling people how to prepare different things to think about and look at in a time of war. If you the man, head of your household, and something happened to you, and preparing your family on what to do, who could be a bad guy in your neighborhood, how to operate and maneuver. But who do y'all think he talking to? He's trying to prepare his people. He's not this content ain't made for us or meant for us, but it's on YouTube, and my husband stumbled upon it, and there you have it. But he's talking to his people. He's trying to warn and prepare his people in the most political way he can, because he on YouTube and he don't want to lose his monetization and whatever. But he's trying to warn his people. He's trying to be a heathen watchman,
right?
For his people, to tell them what is going on. And so we take this information and we pose it to each other. We pose it to our people, to y'all and our people, our family. What are you going to do? Y'all heard him mention, if you got some food, you got some water, you got some bandages, you got you a little modern day sword, you got something. He's saying that's going to get you through the first year here in America. If you decide to stay here, that's going to get you through the first year, as long as you can fend off the bad guys who did not prepare. I don't know if y'all heard that, so I'm reiterating that, because that's things that we talk about all the time, because we've literally had people tell us we ain't going to prepare to do nothing. We're just going to come to y'all house.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Or we're going to go take it from somebody else who we know prepared.
Right, yeah.
So it makes you want to be cautious about who you telling what you're doing. you know, people coming to your house. I told y'all before, I had a lot of stuff in the living room, and somebody came to my house and was like, dang, what is you preparing for? And I'm like, let me move this stuff upstairs. So I just wanted to reiterate that he's trying to prepare his people for a time in the earth that most people don't know what to do. We only see it in movies. It's going to be a chaotic time, and he's trying to prepare them. We almost done, so let's try to get through. Go ahead.
But I want to speak on that EMP
Oh, I forgot.
that he was talking about.
Most
You know what I'm
important, yeah.
saying? And this is another thing that this is what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it might be, you know, in relation to the scripture as far as where it says get in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Get in, and it's talking about Babylon or whatnot. But we know this EMP is shot over, you know what I'm saying, the America or whatnot, and it disables all electronics, lights, everything. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have no way to communicate. They weapons, they equipment and all that, it's gonna be shot to hell. You know what I'm saying? So again, they got to destabilize America. They got to, you know what I'm saying, like weaken America or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So they can come in and you know, invade. We've been hearing about that, invading, America being invaded and stuff. And it's also in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as far as bombs coming just like that, you know what I'm saying? Just instantly like that, I don't believe it's gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible don't speak of it like that. In
Yeah.
Revelation 18, it
It's
speaks
say
about how
Babylon
they gonna
is
come.
falling.
Exactly.
Like
right.
it's going to be a process. It's levels to it
Exactly.
because she's falling
Facts.
now. She's weaker now. The
Right.
dollar's weaker,
Right.
which we hopefully should get into it. But we're gonna keep it going because we still got a few other things to cover.
When this shit hits the fan, which every day looks like we're getting closer. I mean, come on. Russian warships off the coast of Florida, Germany wanting to put nearly 1 million reservists to work, firing off ICBMs. Is anybody paying attention? If we only know 10% of what's going on, what's the other 90? Okay? I don't think the American public realize, or the Canadian public, or the European public realizes the razor's edge we are walking on right now, and how close we are to Armageddon. And the funny part is, if you ask most people, they'd blame it on Putin. If you asked anybody with a brain, they're going to blame it on Biden and Zelensky. Because honestly, if we'd have kept our nose out of this damn Ukraine war, it'd have been over 2 years ago. Russia would have steamrolled Ukraine. That would have been it. And, gee, I'm sorry, you didn't do anything to bolster your defenses 10 years after you were attacked the last time. I'm sorry. Maybe you don't deserve to be a country anymore. People going to be pissed at me about that comment? Sure. Okay. Don't care. Borders change. Countries come and go throughout history. Go look at a map of Europe in 1924, 100 years ago, and look at a map today. Gee, the Ottoman Empire? Yugoslavia? Where are those? Countries rise and countries fall. That's happened throughout history. Whoever is smoking crack, besides Hunter, thinking that the world's perfect, the map is exactly the way it's going to be. No. China wants Taiwan. Hamas wants Israel. Pick anything in Africa, okay? The borders change there daily. There aren't a whole lot of stable places in the world. Never have been, okay? Can anybody name a time in history where there hasn't been a conflict somewhere? I mean, hell, India and China are going at it on their border. Pakistan and India always going at it. The U.S. has got their thumb up everybody's rear end trying to play worldwide police. Eventually that pisses off everybody. You know, again, if you go back to this, at points in history, Iran was our ally. China was our ally. Russia was our ally. Memories last forever. Countries remember who screwed them over and hold grudges for generations. How many countries out there do you think are pissed at the U.S.? How many countries out there do you think are going to go, we're going to back Russia against the United States? Go read the comments section on a lot of the foreign news sources under articles. There's a lot of hatred of the United States. It's not because of anything you or I did. It's because of the uniparty in Washington and the warmongering for their own profit that they've done. The problem is, when the missiles start flying, when the troops start landing, when Red Dawn happens, okay, you and I are the ones that get to pay the price. While all the people that caused all this disaster are hiding in a mountain in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Think about that.
All right, all praises. We got through that whole clip, y'all. That was good. I really enjoyed that. I like it when people just give it to you straight up, like this what it is.
Okay, let me read these comments. Linzel gave a scripture, and that's Jeremiah 13:16. Jeremiah 13:16. And it reads, give glory to the Lord, your God, before he calls darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while ye look for light, he turn it into the shadow of death, and make it gross darkness.
Wow. Well, there you have it. It's fire.
And Lindsay always, he said too, everyone is hating the whore. Right, exactly. Prophesy. What is that? Revelation 17 or something? 17 and let's get it right quick. I think it's 17. What is it? Oh yeah, okay. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right? Let's get another one.
So burn Babylon, burn till it's up in flames. All your riches, all your power done in 1 hour.
Oh man.
Yeah, we everybody feeling that one. I see Huey feeling it. Feeling your comment, Linzel, and we agree with that too. Everybody's hating. He said that. He said, you know how many countries mad at America? He said you got generations of people who never forgot. And you think about some of those Arab nations. You think about some of the Japanese people who never forgot what America has done, and they will hate you. They will teach and pass down that hatred from generation to generation. And he also said, empires rise and empires fall.
Oh, exactly right.
Now he not no repentant Israelite, but he understands that concept.
Right.
But you have people who are actually blood descendants. And I know all Israel ain't Israel, but they can't understand that concept of empires rising and empires falling.
Right.
They feel like the country you was born in happened to be on top when you was born, and they gonna stay on top. And I told my husband last night, I said, people crazy enough to think you gonna always be able to sit on your phone, order something from Amazon, and it's gonna be at your doorstep in a few hours.
She sure did, yeah.
That's that. What is it? Revelation 18, where the scripture talk about the dainties and the delicacies. You know, you can't think that you're gonna spend the rest of your life ordering from Instacart, which I am guilty of. You know, ordering from Amazon, getting stuff delivered, and that's just gonna go on and on and on. It ain't never gonna come to an end.
People think shit's sweet. For real. It's sweet right now, but man, this stuff, man, the writing is on the wall, man. It's on the wall.
I want to point out the hypocrisy of these Edomites. This man said that if you smart, you know that the what's going on now is the fault of President Biden and President Zelensky of Ukraine. And I want to say that he's a hypocrite and he being phony for saying that, because if you think the problems that's going on with America and Ukraine is all because of Joe Biden or the Democratic Party, you know, who backs or runs Joe Biden, however, this is thus saith the Lord. The Most High said to Pharaoh, I have built thee up just to destroy thee so my name could be known in the earth. So what's going on is deeper than the Democratic Party, a heathen named Joe Biden and a heathen named Zelensky. It's so much deeper than that.
Right, y'all got to pay for what y'all did to the Most
High.
High people.
He didn't take no accountability for all the bloodshed and all of the chaos America has done in the earth for hundreds of years. He just singling everything down to this what's happening in the last few years. If it wasn't for this would have been, if it wasn't for America, he said the Ukraine war would have been over 2 years ago. But that don't mean that the destruction is not at hand, even if that was the case. But that's why you got to watch these heathens, because they'll spit some truth out. They father the devil. But they be lying all at the same time, all mixed in with the truth. Because what's going on now is the Most High setting the stage. These are the characters in his movie. This is the scene. This is the time of the movie where the bad guy get his recompense.
Exactly. Right. I mean, oh yeah, and another thing that he said, he was like that we on and it ain't us, not Israel, but we talking about America, that they on a razor edge to Armageddon.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he know this shit is close as hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, can't nobody do nothing about it. He know. I think he feel this. It can't nothing be done about it.
This guy's former military.
Right. Exactly. Right. That's a good point.
So you know how when you knowledgeable about something, he know. You know, no matter how long you've been retired or whatever, some things you just never forget, and some stuff you can't help but to stay in tune with. You have an ear out for these. He's being vigilant. He knows. He sees. He's had so much hands-on experience, so he pay attention to what's going on. Did y'all even hear him say where the bunkers are?
Yep. Yeah. He was like, why America citizens is going through the effects of what they done, they're gonna be in the bunkers, in the mountains or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I think he said Cheyenne, that was the city in the state. Where is that? Utah or somewhere? He mentioned where the bunkers are, where they gonna be hiding at. Right. And the scriptures even tell us that they're gonna be hiding. Because that's where they from, the clefts of the rocks. So that's what they know. They gonna go back to the rocks, you know.
Facts.
Now, I actually have more on this, but I think what I'm gonna do right now is switch it up.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna switch it up right quick. We could come back because I have a lot more specifically on World War III, but let's switch it up for a minute. Y'all know it's June. Let me set the stage. Okay, y'all know if you came in late, it was my job to set up the show tonight. Hope I'm not disappointing. So we're going to switch gears. Okay, thank you, babe. We're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about...
I'm not gay no more.
We're going to switch gears just for a hot second, y'all. And we're going to talk about Pride Month. real quick. Y'all know it's June, and June is the Reprobate Abominable Communities month that they have taken over in Debold and turned it as their month. So we're going to take a stroll down memory lane. We're going to check out what Pride Month. I didn't even know Pride Month. I thought this was a newer concept, but apparently Pride Month been going on for decades. So let's take a look at what it was like back in the day.
Hey, y'all, we cut the audio because we don't want them, messing around with us or whatnot. But y'all got visual.
We don't want no problems.
Right.
So I believe this is circa 1970, y'all. So they was getting down with this back in the day, fighting for the right to be gay back in the day, all over the world. L.A., Sydney, Australia.
Look at it now. Look how it is now.
All right. So now,
everybody got their clothes on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Fighting for gay rights. So y'all see how it looked back in the day. Now, put your seatbelts on and get them eyes on the screen so y'all can see this here.
Damn.
Now, this is America, and this is Pride 2024. Oh my God. They just zoomed in, did a close up and everything.
Dude, man, look at this old ass man.
And his tidy whitey.
Man.
He had to twerk something for y'all real quick. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all know I did the show today, so hey.
Hey, you said alrighty then. Ryan said
Okay.
pink news. Man, this is crazy, man.
So, but in all seriousness, see why Babylon got to fall? Like, wait a minute. Y'all went from dressing and looking sort of normal to twerking in your drawers in front of y'all see all them little kids?
Little kids, yeah, man.
That was on the sideline? And that pink booty devil was popping his whatever.
Right, man, that stuff, man. How long do we got to endure this shit, man?
I never understood why bring children to the Pride Festival. Y'all know they gonna be out there half naked, dressed like freaks. But to bring your children to me, it almost reminded me of that clip you had where that lady had the baby and was like, please be gay. I want a gay baby. What is wrong with people? But anyway, this is Pride Month, and y'all know they going crazy in these schoolhouses. I seen an article where they trying to basically twist parents' hand. This was in End Times Headlines. If y'all don't have that, download that app. End Times Headlines was talking about the school districts trying to tell parents you cannot opt out. So, right now, like my son, around Halloween time, especially on Halloween, my son don't go to school because all of the activities that day is centered around Halloween. So for the LGBTQIA plus, they are saying that they're trying to, basically there's no option for your kid not to partake in it. They are getting crazy, as evidenced by
I want to see this shit,
all right,
man.
I ain't gonna play it no more. All right, all right, all right. But did you want to speak on Pride before we move on? I wasn't gonna stay on Pride too long.
I mean, it's a trip because you got all kind of stuff that you seeing about Pride Month, like I had got on my tablet, and I was looking at different apps. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what type of apps I need on my tablet, and I stumbled across this damn these apps. You know, they had a whole section. You know how they got the sections like, you know, entertainment, this and that, and they had Pride celebrations or something like that, and it had these apps. You know what I'm saying? LGBTQ, dating. So another one was gay something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this crap, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
Yeah, they had basically gay meetup apps,
Yeah.
like gay dating apps they were suggesting. I know here,
Man.
I told him last week, I seen the billboards that here in Detroit is this weekend. In downtown Detroit this weekend, they probably down there now, is the gay pride celebration here in Detroit. I know Target, they doing they gay pride, they said they was scaling back.
Let's get my man back on the screen. Let's get him and pause it. Get him back on there. Hey y'all, we need to give him some missiles. There you go. We got to nuke him. Push. Not that one. Yeah, that one.
Now,
Push it now. Man, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see, man.
I got him perfectly in his stance.
Right. It's over for the ass, man.
Disgusting.
That's-
But yeah,
man.
I read an article. They said Target had to scale back their Pride display this year because last year they got a lot of flack.
Y'all like the missiles, huh? I see, man. Lenzel and Orion, they like the missiles.
You know what? You right about that. He's get that Denzel drop. You right that the police need to see. They ain't gonna call CPS on stuff like that. You absolutely right. People can make false CPS reports, try to come take your kids, but you can bring little bitty kids to a pride parade where people are gonna be dressed scantily clad, right? I mean, this dude is in his underwear. There ain't no other nothing in between, you know. And then they zoomed in. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are children amongst this? This is wickedness on a high level.
Right, Orion said, damn pink booty news.
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
They need some cases put on them, man, for real.
I mean, it's just too much. That's why I said I was going to touch on it a little bit. But I went to Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree had a very elaborate pride display going on this month. I mean, I'm talking sunglasses, T-shirts, the flags. They down there waving around. I seen all that at Dollar Tree. So they turned it up this year, and that's just Detroit this weekend. Y'all know every city has pretty much, if it's a big enough city, they have a parade. They have this month is their month, and every city is going to do something for them. Show up and show out.
Man, I'm glad that, you know, I feel like it's the Most High that's keeping that shit away from us. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I know it's out there, man. I just know it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm a homebody, man. I'll be in the house a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really be seeing all of that type of activities. I don't watch TV. You know what I'm saying? And my YouTube feed ain't got no, you know, activities like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, you know, because we talked about it, you know, just by me being on my tablet and I'm seeing the apps, you know, and then old girl, she looked it up as far as, you know, oh yeah, this Pride Month. That's why you see this stuff and all. I'm like, man, god damn, you know.
Yeah, I do it more traveling. I do more driving than he do for work and stuff. So I saw the billboards. Now y'all know somebody had to pay for them billboards, right? Billboards cost.
Right.
To let
right.
you know this weekend, this Pride weekend, bring your goofy ass downtown, because we're gonna be down here being abominable and just disgusting.
Right.
And they want you to come partake in it and be sinful.
I'm not gay no more.
So I got more. I got more on World War III, Babylon, what's going on. So it's up to you. It is 9/11. I don't know how you want to proceed, boss. But I downloaded some extras. So.
What you got here? Let's see what's
This
going on here.
This is Russia, Ukraine.
Okay.
World War III.
Let's
All
see
right, let's switch gears, y'all. Here we go.
This is it. The U.S. has begun strikes in Russia. I'll stress that again. The United States has begun military campaigns inside Russia. Now, of course, the official news is that Ukraine has engaged in military strikes inside Russia. But these are U.S.-made weapons under the guidance of the United States. And no one outside of people who watch MSNBC, I guess, believes that this war is Ukraine versus Russia. It is, in fact, NATO versus Russia. The Kremlin has threatened direct war against NATO should Ukrainian forces use U.S. weapons in Russia, and it has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna go ahead, and I didn't actually plan this, but let's see if I can pull this up. It looks like World War III is already going on. I don't know how you describe this. We have another story from Newsweek. World War III has already begun, claims Russian TV. I don't do a lot of promos for this. I didn't even have it pulled up, but I'm going to pull it up now just because this is safeandreadymeals.com. Again, I will stress, safeandreadymeals.com. These are food buckets that last 25 years.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So y'all heard the meat of that, what he was saying. Basically, we touched on it earlier. The first clip we played touched on it. It's out there now. America has gave Ukraine weapons to use against Russia. It's public information at this point. It's not just Ukraine and Russia beefing. America has fully 100% injected herself into this. So now Russia got to do something to America because you helping them. Fight me and kill my people and blow up our whatever they doing right now.
Yep.
So it's all the way out there. And Ukraine ain't, but America is part of NATO.
Exactly, right.
So if America is helping Ukraine and America is part of NATO, then that means NATO is fighting against Russia.
Facts.
And Russia told them they ain't scared of none of them. And they got some stuff for NATO. This is heathen on heathen at its highest level. This is when you get your snacks. I ain't got no snacks within arm's reach. This is when you get your snack of choice and you sit back and you sniggle and giggle while you eat your popcorn or your pistachio nuts. They're my latest snacks of choice. And you sit back and you laugh at this here. And you thank and praise the Most High because he said it ain't nothing like seeing the fall of living to see the fall of your enemies. It's nothing like me seeing white folk sit up and make videos talking about other white governments destroying each other and how evil they are and how it ain't right. And I be sitting back like, really?
Right.
Ain't that about something?
Right, all praises. And the thing about it too is that we got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? We just talked about this. That the 10 horns got to turn on a whore. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The 10 horns, the NATO got to turn on the whore.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
We waiting on that.
Just to put that out there, right.
Yes, Linzel, you absolutely right. They did because, both of them are part of BRICS. So they have meetings and link up and discuss because they know, like the clip said with Michelle Obama, it's so much going on that the public does not know, that's not informed about. You are 1,000% correct. Yes. They have their summits. They meet up to discuss, and that's just what they show us. They all after the Lord. And the Most High said, give unto her double.
Right.
And she have given unto thee. And
Facts.
we can't wait for that.
Damn, is we even? Oh yeah, we still on here. I was having
But I think we're gonna end it there. We got some stuff we're gonna pick back up on next week. We went a little bit over, but we wanted to get all of this information out. So when anybody want to talk about Ukraine and Russia, no, it's America too, and it's out there. So there ain't no denying it. Ain't no more proxy war. America is involved. America is at war. They may not have an abundance of troops, because I've even heard they have actual American soldiers that have been deployed. I just don't have a receipt yet.
it's heating up, y'all. It's heating up. I'm telling you, it's really heating up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to get our house in order. You know what I'm saying? And we got to keep warning our people, keep waking our people up. You know, and just keep them commandments. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep the commandments and wake our people up. You know.
And like that one heathen said, you need to prepare. What are you going to do? You need to make sure you have the basics: food, water, first aid kit, some way to defend yourself. You know, maybe somebody like, y'all know we in Michigan for now anyway. You know, you got somebody that you can, if need be, if something jump off in your state, somewhere else that you could possibly go. That's a real thing, because our plan was always Ohio. Because he got a son in Ohio. So we was like, if anything happened in Michigan, we would go to Ohio. Just because you just need that, y'all. This is not something that we're familiar with. We're not taught war and that type of survival. I know some of y'all know more than others how to start fires and how to clean water and little things like that. But we just need to be prepared for wherever we're going to be, because we don't know what's going to happen. And not saying nobody should be fearful, and I'm not saying that the Most High is not going to make a way of escape for his people, because we know he's merciful and he's righteous, and he made a promise to our forefathers. Right. So he's not going to leave us or forsake us, but also faith without works is dead.
Exactly. So with that being said, you know, we're going to be here next week, Most High willing, same time, 8 o'clock. You know, it's always good to have our brothers in here bagging us up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Linzel. Shout out to Araya. Shout out to Huey. Shout out to whoever else is watching that didn't put that, you know, comment in the chat. But, you know, we really appreciate y'all, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, you know, we nothing. This channel is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. We appreciate y'all for pulling up on us every week.
Right. So we want to give all shout out to the Most High Yahweh, you know, through his son Yahweh Shah. And with that being said, we're gonna go on ahead. We're gonna end this live. We see y'all next week, Most High willing. Shalom.
Can I end it with the pink booty? Can he twerk us up out of here?
Yeah, go ahead. And I'm gonna drop a bomb, a missile on his ass. Make sure you hit the missile after you get done or whatever. Y'all get out the way. Everybody get out the way too.
All right, we're gonna twerk our way up out of here, y'all.